To become a real-life superhero, you first have to become a leader. To become a leader, you have to learn from the best in the world.
You are listening to the Network Marketing Girls. I'm Anna Godfrey.
And I'm Shannon Lamos.
We want to thank you for joining us this week on our podcast. We're going to start out with our very special social media tip of the day. Shannon and I are both Google nerds, and we love Google+. That is our platform of choice. So we want to teach you how to post a quality post.
Exactly. So basically, I think when you're making a post, or when you're trying to compose a good post, the first thing that you want to do is have a bold headline. So that could be, let's say you're saying, good morning, friends, or whatever it is for that day. You want to make that bold and you want it to stand out. You want to grab the attention of your viewers. The easy way to do that is when you want to bold something, you're going to use the shift and the number 8, which is the star key. And you want to do this before the first letter and then at the end of the letter. So before the sentence and after sentence, basically. After that, it's of choice. Sometimes I use a subtitle, and what I will do is put that in italic, and you do that by using shift underscore, and you do that once again on both sides, so before the sentence and the after sentence. So what happens after that is you should form a good post, and it should be like 3 to 5 sentences, and you're basically kind of doing a commercial pitch on why your viewers should be reading this post. And this could be anything. Like I said, it could be good day. And then let's say you want to do a quote or something like that. Everything has to fall into place. After this, you're going to do a call to action. So maybe you want to tell your viewers in this scenario, you don't have to do this all the time, but let's say you are doing something with a product or a service and you want them to be able to contact you. So go ahead and put your email or, tell them to comment below. You need to give the viewers some kind of action on what you want them to do with this post. Maybe it's actually just to read an article that you're writing about, or that you've shared from someone else. And then finally, you should always hat tip the person, which I don't know if you've seen this, but it's a H/T. You'll see that sometimes, and what that means is it's a hat tip. You're just really thanking the person that you shared that post from, or whoever inspired you for your post. Now, it's something that you don't use all the time, but when you're using or sharing someone else's post, you should always give credit when credit is due. And then lastly, you should always hashtag whatever that's about. It might, like I said, we're talking about a good day post. You're telling your viewers to have a good day. So maybe you could have hashtag Happy Monday or whatever it is that you are talking about within that post. So that would be my recommendation. What about you, Anna?
That's exactly how I post too. Bolded title, italicized subtitle, 3 to 5 sentence commercial pitch, or a quote from the article that you're sharing, something to really engage the audience and intrigue them to want to read whatever you're posting. Call to action, absolutely. No matter what, you have to have a call to action, especially if you are a business person like we are.
Exactly.
You don't want to post just to post. I think that call to action makes it more intentional.
Mm-hmm.
Hat tipping, sharing is caring, and thanking people is the polite thing to do. And everybody likes to feel appreciated. And always, always, always hashtag everything.
Exactly.
And even if I forget the hashtag, I have my settings on Google Plus set, so it hashtags automatically if I don't hashtag.
So do I. Yep.
So that way you can never forget the hashtag.
Exactly. And sometimes if I do and I notice I will go back because might be something I want to add to that. I know it'll automatically do a hashtag for me, but maybe I want to reach different, audience. So I'll go back in sometimes and add it if I happen to forget. It's definitely editable.
Oh, one hashtag rule that I do want to bring up before we move on to the meat of our call.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag something relevant. If you're talking about ducks, don't hashtag purple.
That's true.
That's an abuse of a hashtag. and it's annoying.
Yes, I agree. Stick to the post.
Yes. Make everything you do relevant.
Exactly.
Because then you just come off very random and people are just going to be like, why is she talking about ducks and hashtaggy purple?
Right.
They won't understand. It'll be confusing to them.
And plus it makes your post look good. It looks professional. It's a representation of you. And so when people see that you know what you're talking about, then that's a really good representation that you've just done and shared with everyone.
Yep, absolutely. I loved our topic on Google Plus and how to post properly. It really shows that you care about the content you're putting out there when you take the time to make quality content for your viewers to read. You're definitely adding value. One way you can use this post is putting your story out there for your business, becoming a product of the product that you're promoting. Shannon and I were the network marketing girls, and we promote a product. Some network marketing companies or direct sales companies promote services. Whatever the product or service is, it's important to use the product or service yourself. That way you can build up your own testimony.
Right. You know, and I just want to touch on that. I see it so often, or I've seen it in the past, where you have people within a company or a business or an opportunity, and they will go ahead and they will share and they will try to sell this product, but they don't really use the product themselves. For me, I mean, I think you have to be the product of the product. You have to actually use what you are promoting, because that's your credibility, that's trust, that is, I think it's a bad representation, because at that point you're selling, not sharing. And the reason that that person is doing that is because they know no difference. They don't know what that product or service is doing. And I think that they're just hurting themselves. So it's so important that you, once you are in a company, a business, this is your business, you have to know all the ins and outs of this business.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. You need to be able to tell the person you're sharing with what the product or service is doing for you, what you like about it, suggestions on how to make the product work better or the service work better to maximize the experience. And if you don't use the product, how can you do that? People relate to testimonies. The people that come to your home parties, they want to be able to relate to you as a person. Sometimes it's not even about how cool the product or service is. It's about them connecting with you, about your story, and seeing your excitement and seeing your results. So important on building your own testimony to the product. Shanna, do you have some tips on how to build a strong testimony for a product?
Well, like I said, to build a testimony, the thing is you have to try the product yourself, right? So you have to give it a legitimate chance. You can't just take something, you can't use a product or service for a week and say, I'm not seeing anything, or I'm not doing this. You have to give it a full chance. And here's the thing, with me and my business, before I even started promoting it, because this is just how I am, I wanted to know what the results were from this product. And I wanted to be able to answer questions. I mean, how was I supposed to sell something if I didn't know what it did? Be honest about it. Give it a fair chance, and then build your testimony. And as you're trying it, I think that the best thing you can do is probably take notes. I mean, I took notes when I started using the products that I'm with right now and the opportunity that I'm with right now. I made a list, and I was able to say from day one through the week, like 7 days, this is what happened. This is what I'm feeling. I had, let's say, more energy, blah, 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 blah. And the list kept going on. And the more I started jotting down, whether it been several months, then I started having my own testimonies that I could share with people. And it built my confidence that I could go out and start relating to others, because number one, I believed in the product. I knew for sure that it was working. And I had beyond any shadow of a doubt, I knew that this product worked. And when you know something works, you become very passionate about it. So when you share it, and then you get another testimonial from, let's say, that person who wanted to take that leap, and it was all because you were honest, you gave it a shot, you built your own testimonial, you shared it, and it just continued. I mean, I don't know how else to say that. Maybe I kind of went out on a limb there, but make a list. Give it a shot, build your testimony, share it. Like I said, be the product of the product. You don't have to sell at that time. Yeah, you're not selling, you're sharing.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, if you're just telling people your story, you're sharing your story, I feel like that's a quality, interaction with that person instead of just trying to give somebody a sales pitch. Nobody likes to be sold to. Nobody likes people attacking them and trying to shove product down their throat. Nobody likes that.
Exactly.
But if you're saying, I'm using this product and these are the things that have happened and I'm excited to see what's going to keep happening and how I'm going to feel in the next few months. I know both you and I are in a health and wellness company.
Right.
So your body needs to use something for a good 3 to 6 months to really see how the product is going to work. I don't care what product it is. I don't care if it's your product or my product or somebody else's health and wellness product. Everybody's body is different. You have to use something consistently and you have to give it a real chance. Sometimes people's results come later than others. You can't just quit on it. Your body didn't get to where it was in the state of health that it is now, or the weight, the weight that you gained. It didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen in a day. It probably happened over months and years.
Exactly.
So it's going to take you that long to rebuild up your health or lose the weight that you're trying to lose, whatever the product is, whatever you're trying to do, whatever your goal is. Mm-hmm. But you need to have realistic expectations and allow the product to work. And listen, the person who's sharing their story with you and you decide to use their product, listen to their tips. Mm-hmm. Use it the way they say to use it. Ask them for advice. That way you can build your own testimony and see the maximum results from it. The cool thing about having a really strong product of the product story is it builds your confidence in your beliefs in the product and the company. Those two things are huge when you're running your own business.
Yep, you nailed it. Mm-hmm.
Yep. If you don't believe in your product and if you don't believe in your company, you are not going to be successful. That's a little blunt, but you're not going to be. You have to have belief in your product, your company, and yourself.
Exactly. You have to be able to talk about your products and be proud of it, or whatever, your product, your service, your opportunity, whatever you are sharing, whatever business you're in, you have to be able to be confident, proud, and you have to go in and talk to people with conviction. You know this works. You cannot say that it doesn't because you know it. You've used it. You've seen the results. And you have to be proud of that. You have to be proud of your company and the product and the difference you're making. And like I said, if you're asking yourself, this product, like I said, the people that have shared products without taking the product, they're doing it for the wrong reasons. They're basically trying to do it to get paid, right? But if that's the case, like you said, Anna, you are basically selling the wrong product and you're not going to make it in this kind of work. You have to, without a shadow of a doubt, be able to explain why you love your product. You have to be knowledgeable about your product and or service. You have to, help your customers see or your clients see why or the benefits that your product service has. And you have to give them an explanation of why and how it works. And if if you have not seen it for yourself, then you're not going to have a very believable story. I mean, and I think anybody can see through someone not being honest.
Absolutely. And, and I think that brings us to our homework.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Take out your pencils. This is your homework for the week. We want you to write down 5 reasons why people are going to benefit from your product or service. And then if you are in a direct sales company or a network marketing company, you also need to know why people should join your team. Not your uplines team, not your sidelines team, but your team. If people don't know why they should use your product, your service, or why they should be on your team, you don't know that, then they won't know that.
Well said.
Write those things down. 5 reasons why people need your service or product, and 5 reasons why your team, why you.
Yeah, that's awesome, because I tell you what, if you write those bullet points down and you can have those, you're going to already feel more confident. It's down on paper. You've seen it. And if you can write them down, this is fantastic. Your confidence level is already going to be going up, up, and so is your productivity.
Yeah, absolutely. And I really think that they're great conversation points too. They're bullet points to help you speak speak with people. You know, there are things that you can discuss, and the reasons that people are looking for.
Yeah.
What I found was that my girls who grow the fastest and have the most successful businesses, they know these things, and they have this excitement about them. You know, they love their testimony. They love their products. They love their result. They have so much excitement and belief and confidence in the product and the company that they are just soaring. And people are signing up and ordering because of their excitement, not really because of the product.
Right. I agree. And even to this day, it still excites me hearing additional testimonials. Like I said, I mean, and I've been with my company for a very long time now, I still get daily testimonials. And then I get it from my team and their excitement, and everyone's excited. And that is an awesome feeling. It really is great. I mean, I look forward to those every single day, hearing something positive or something that happened. Or when you're making other people happy, then, like I said, that's priceless to me. And I think that's part of why I love what we do. I mean, that's really it. It's not, like I said, I know that we've said it 100 times before, but it's not it's we. I love it.
Definitely. Business is about helping other people, and it's not about the money. The money comes later. I think becoming a product of the product and having your own testimony and knowing why your team, why your product, I think that's going to really keep you honest, keep you true, and help you just to be you and be excited. We really focus on be honest, be true, be you. We really believe that being a product of the product and sharing your stories is going to bring your business to the next level. So thank you so much for joining us on the Network Marketing Girls.
Thank you, guys, and we'll see you next time. And believe me, if you have any questions, comments, please let us know, and we'll be happy to share them with you and talk about it.
And don't forget to use the hashtag Network Marketing Girls whenever you're mentioning us, and we can follow your conversations via Facebook and Google Plus and Twitter. So thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Do you feel like a true leadership superhero now? That's great, but there's still more to do. Head over to annagodfrey.com/free book and download Superhero Leadership, the super book for the leadership mindset right now. It's absolutely free, and it'll change your life. We'll see you next time on the Leader More Theory.